Also, was it speaking of this fucking the American people in the ass? Biden's reneging on his stimulus bill. I think we talked about this a little bit. He's going to give 1,800 instead of 2,000, and people are mad because you already 1,800 maybe 1,600 because you already got 600. It's basically offsetted it of what you already received, so it's a total of 2,000 from the last stimulus check. And I mean, I don't agree in any stimulus. If we're going to give a stimulus, this does make sense. It is probably the right move, but he's alienating the left. It's obvious that he doesn't care about us because we don't want any stimulus, and he doesn't care about the left because he's just trying to placate them like they're gonna accept it and do nothing like they always been. This is not the same left party. They were burning down. They've already literally started a rebellion. They're burning down cities and stuff. This is only going to infuriate them further. If this was the route, you should have just went no stimulus and opened shit back up. But that's not going to happen because these assholes want you to wear 2 or 3 masks now. Oh, how the fuck did we get here? We're in the goddamn Twilight Zone. This episode of Black Mirror up in this bitch. I can't believe, like, the world is this insane. I woke up this morning and the world is insane. I don't know where we go. I don't know if we can go anywhere from here because we're too divided or whatever, but I do know that if you're going to do a stimulus for the American people, you should probably do a stimulus that actually helps the American people. And $2,000, $1,800, that this is not going to help. We need tax breaks. We need things that help boost the economy. If people are just sitting on the money and sitting home and not spending it, that stimulus isn't actually helping the economy. We're just printing more money and we're causing the whole fucking problem. I don't understand where we go from here. I don't even think that we can go from anywhere but war. I think we're really at the point where war is our only option. It's going to become inevitable. We're too divided. And don't get me wrong, you send me that $2,000, I'm just going to put it into my debt, pay my debt down. I might even just add it to my Robinhood money and go buy a house. Just get up and be. I will put it to good use, but it shouldn't be necessary to begin with. Like, uh, what else is he going to go back on? He's going back to the vaccine. The vaccine's not going. He has no real COVID plan. Now he's going back on the stimulus bill that he's saying. His administration is going back on every single word, every single promise that he made. Yeah, so like this is just the reality we live in. What's he gonna go back on next? He's talking about warmongering with Iran now. It's probably just saber rattling, and it's just a way to like justify sending more troops to Afghanistan, Syria, or Iraq, or something. To like we got to cut them off in there in another area or whatever, instead of starting a nuclear war with Iran. But who knows? It's just more of the same old establishment garbage. This is why we voted in Donald Trump to begin with. And because of you, you're going to create an even worse person than Donald Trump. You're going to like it's going to be bad. It's, it's going to be real bad. I don't know where we go from here. I don't think we can go anywhere from here. I think this divide is. I don't think there's no unifying. Though Biden does seem to be the best unifier at all after unifying both sides against him. But that's not what we want. We don't want both sides unified against a war that's going to turn us into a Marxist fuckery country. We want both sides to unify together to preserve the American way, to preserve life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, to preserve our constitutional guaranteed rights that we're born with. Our government's gone too big, and we need to figure out how to cut it down to size. We need to fire 90% of these assholes. A lot of these alphabet companies alphabet organizations, they need to go. They need to completely go away. The government is way too large for its own good. The people need to take power back again. People need to remind the government who's in charge. People need to remind the government who the boss is. You can't allow these government assholes to like say they're going to do something and then not do it. There has to be punishment for it. There has to be consequences for it, and there has to be like no trial, no court. You go against your word, you violate your oath, you go directly to treason. You go directly to execution. We have to find something that a punishment that's so egregious that nobody ever does this garbage. And you can call me crazy for saying that all you want, but the government needs to fear. Like our government officials need to fear us while they're working. They need to fear us enough that they don't fuck us. That's how it's supposed to fucking work. They have to have some type of penalty. Maybe they could get fired. I don't know. The way we're doing government just doesn't work the way it is now. We have to find a better way. There has to be a better way. I don't know what it is. Maybe we can find it together, but there has to be something that puts these politicians in check so they don't do this anti-American garbage. Right now, they have too much power. Like the people in Congress, they can't be fucked with enough in order to even do anything for the American people. And the American people need to unfuck that. I think Congress should be executed for treason if they fuck with them. If they do anything that fucks the American people. If your policy gets put into place and it's shown to have a detrimental effect to the American people and the American way of life, you should be automatically executed for fucking treason. Because that's what it is. It's fucking treason. Your job isn't to do what's good for the environment. Your job isn't to do what's good for the world. Your job is to do what's good for the American people. I hired you to take care of the American people, not the economy, not the American people. Now, taking care of the environment, taking care of the economy, this is all good for the American people right now. But they're not the primary focus of the government. The primary focus of the government should always be taking care of the American people. The American people should come first. We should come first. Just like the British people should come first to the British government. And the German people should come first to the German government. And the Russian people should come first to the Russian government. This is the way forward. This is how we move forward together as a world. This is how we improve our lives in our own countries. And this is how we fucking do it. I'm just saying.